Alright, so we're gonna go over a few things. The first thing we're gonna go over, was brought to our, it's a good point brought up by Mark, we brought it up in our L10. So on FSC loads and everything like that, we're gonna, instead of using stand-up wardrobes, we're gonna start using flat wardrobes on the FSC loads, caravan loads, international loads, anything that goes into lift vans or TWCs, they're gonna be flat wardrobes from now on. So if you guys have an FSC load, anything like that, the coordinator's gonna put it in the special instructions because there is no CP button for a lay-down wardrobe, so we can't put it on the actual work ticket. So if you have an FSC load, anything like that, just make sure you guys are grabbing lay-down wardrobes. So any of it.
Are the lay-down wardrobes big enough to have hangers in them? So do we have to pack the hangers separately if we're doing an FSC?
I was gonna say,
I mean, you can fold the hangers into the clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler can show you.
We'll show you guys. So it's, honestly, it's just like it's like a wardrobe box. You just fold the hangers into the shirts and then stack them in the box. If you guys would have any issues packing them, like Sal just said, she could show you guys how to pack them. We could do another little packing class on lay down wardrobes if you guys aren't comfortable doing it. They're really not that hard, to be honest. But any FSC loads, caravan loads, international loads, they're gonna be lay down wardrobes now. I just ordered 100 more today, so we should have more. We do have some still left in there. But like I said, so any FSC load, you see an FSC load on your ticket, anything like that, and you have packing, it's gonna be lay down wardrobes from now on.
real quick, real simple, 2 topics. Number 1, no stand-up wardrobes on international jobs. You know, we have the lay-down wardrobes. So if you're doing lift vans, let's use the lay-down wardrobes, saves a bunch of space.
And then another topic that was brought up in our L10, so when we're doing international loads and military loads, we have a lot of claims on military and stuff like that, and you know what I mean, we use brown paper for that. So brown paper is easy to tear. There's multiple layers, levels of brown paper, so we're talking about getting some thicker layers, some thicker brown paper maybe, and utilizing it the right way on bigger pieces of furniture. But one thing that we need to get in the habit of is brown papering and then shrink wrapping. The shrink wrap pulls that brown paper on there. That's gonna be your last buffer after the brown paper, because you know what I mean, the brown paper rubs against something that's gonna rip and then it's gonna end up rubbing that piece. So we need to make sure when we're brown papering, we're also bringing in along with shrink and just making sure everything's properly covered, especially on international loads and stuff like that. So, especially with dressers, bigger pieces, we got bigger pieces and stuff like that. Like I understand if it's a small piece, you know what I mean, small things, you know, you just wrap it in brown, you don't have any shrink on it. But if it's a bigger piece of furniture, anything like that, let's start using shrink with the brown.
Topic 2, properly using brown paper and shrink wrap. That came up last or 2 weeks ago in the meeting on militaries and internationals. I think Jeremy brought it up. Paper always rips. Use stretch wrap and paper. Pretty simple. If you guys want to know like how to do it, it's basically the same as using a normal pad, like how you would pad and then stretch wrap a sofa. Same thing, just brown paper, stretch wrap. Easy enough, right?
I mean, it's easier said than done. It'd be hard to you got 2 guys though.
You could stretch
Okay,
wrap
hold on.
first and then brown paper even
That's
if you wanted
usually,
to.
that's what I would do.
However you want to do it, just use the materials that we have.
Okay.
And if you gotta use extra paper for stuff, extra stretch wrap, it's easy. You shouldn't have to use like a whole roll of tape. Like, I know wrapping up like a chair with brown paper sucks. But stretch wrap it first. Brown paper. Boom. And at least if the paper does rip, it's still protected. Makes
Sweet.
sense?
Yes, sir.
Cool. We'll kill the video.
You guys got anything? We're just going over 2 today.
I got one. Hey, make sure you guys put the gas cap back on.
Yeah.
I do. Biggest thing, especially for some of the new guys, is prioritizing breaks. It's hot out there, so if you're gonna take a break, definitely get with your lead first and make sure it's a good time to take a break. I know as a crew lead, If there's one person taking a break and the whole crew's working, that kind of causes a little bit of interaction with everybody.
Friction.
Yeah, a little bit of friction. So ask your lead first and say, hey, when's a good time to take a break, so you can step aside from that and everyone can have them at the same time. And then personal hygiene. It's hot out there. If we're in a customer's house, they don't want to smell your body odor. So
Oh, dear.
let's make sure that we're bringing deodorant to work. Wash your ass. Nobody likes fucking mud butt at the end of the day, okay?
Yeah, I hear you, Jerome.
I'm cut.